Good evening and welcome to the Dave Ray Show. I'm your host, Dave Ray, here with Executive Director of Kids Place, Brandi Burdette. How are you, Brandi?
Hey, I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing well. It is so great to have you on the show. I've been looking forward to this interview for a very long time because Kids Place plays a vital role in Lawrence County and surrounding counties.
Yes, it does.
So, first question, what is Kids Place?
So we're a child advocacy center that serves abused children. So when a child is abused, law enforcement, DCS calls us for our expertise in how to talk to kids about what's happened to them.
That's awesome. Right here in Lawrence County.
Right here in Lawrence County.
So where are you located? I know you've got a place in Lawrence County, but you've got some other places as well, correct?
We do. So our home here in Lawrence County is we're located at the Christian home out on West Point Road, the old orphanage out there. It's beautiful, wonderful. We love visitors. We love to give tours. We have 3 other locations now.
Wow.
So I'll start with our first satellite location in Maury County. We're located at Murray Hills Church, right off of Highway 31 at Unity Lane. And then we are also located in a house behind First United Methodist off the square in Pulaski.
Wow.
And it's amazing. And just recently, I was so excited to share this information with you. Just recently, we were given a home, just gifted a home in Wayne County. I was there this morning giving a tour. It's beautiful, 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths. They've been doing a little painting, getting us ready. We're right off of the square. It's 108 North High Street. So if someone in Wayne County is listening, drive by. It's kind of hidden, which is great, but it's beautiful. We're going to have a footprint right there in a very needed community. They need us there. We're excited.
For sure. So are there any other planned expansions that we're looking at right now? Got some ideas?
Not right now.
Not right now, just trying to work with what you got.
We've hired 4 new staff this spring.
That's impressive.
And that's enough for right now.
Yes.
That's all Brandi can handle right now.
Yes.
It's great. It's wonderful.
Exactly.
But we are always, I'm glad you asked, we're always looking at what can we do to better serve. And we're going to do that. Whatever that need is, we're going to meet that need.
And that's what I like to hear. That's important, especially in Lawrence County. And, going forward, it's important to be able to prepare for that sustainable growth,
Yes.
So, all right. So what do you enjoy most about your job as executive director?
Well, I love children and getting to see smiling faces, being around children, it's just the best part of my job. Unfortunately, what we do is sad in the beginning, but children are resilient and they're amazing. And the services that they receive at Kids Place helps them to heal and overcome the trauma they've experienced. So we get to see a lot of laughter and a lot of joy and a lot of healing take place. And so that's my very favorite job, is to get to work with families.
Awesome. And I've been in Kids Place. We actually took a tour with Leadership Lawrence. I feel like I plug Leadership Lawrence every time.
It's amazing. You should do it. If you've not done it, you need to do it.
Matter of fact, the applications were due today. So if you didn't, I'm sorry. Look forward to next year, I guess. But anyways,
call Beth. She might help you.
Yes. Leadership Lawrence is excellent. So definitely Kids Place, getting to tour Kids Place was really awesome.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful facility. The different areas that you work with is pretty impressive.
Yes.
And getting to see that firsthand is amazing.
Yes.
So what services does Kids Place provide? Just going more in depth to what you provide as an organization.
Yes. So everything we do is free, 100% free. Families don't have to have insurance to receive our services. We provide the forensic interview for law enforcement and DCS. Once that child has told us what has happened to them, that something traumatic has happened, we provide free mental health counseling, and it's specialized trauma-focused therapy. And we have a family advocate or family advocates now that work with our non-offending caregivers. That means they've never hurt a child or they've not been accused of hurting a child. And we have a medical component, and you got to see that, Dave. So at Kids Place in Lawrenceburg, we have a medical clinic. We have a special group that comes from Nashville twice a month, and they provide free medical exams to our sexually abused children, which is a wonderful resource that you can't get anywhere else. And it's also a part of the investigative process. And the other, we provide community awareness. So we go into the school system and we teach body safety, We work very closely in all 4 counties that we serve with the guidance counselors, and we work with school faculty and staff, and we train them on how to detect, report, and prevent child abuse. We want to be a resource to our community, and we really do want to change the trajectory. We want to change the fact that right now, statistically, it's 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused before their 18th birthday. That's not okay. We don't like that number.
No.
And we wish it was 0. But we want to work really hard to help our communities know, and parents to know, best practice on helping their children know maybe what to do if they find themselves in a situation that is unsafe.
Right. So talking more about, the Advocacy Center in general, what are your hours?
So Monday through Thursday, we're 8 to 4:30, and on Friday, we're there 8 to 12.
Okay.
We take a little time on Friday.
Hey, yes, as you need to.
We do 37 and a half hours.
Wow.
But we're available. Let me say this. So we're available 24/7, especially to law enforcement and DCS. If we're needed and they call on us, we're gonna respond. We're gonna be right there to meet that need.
That's great. That's awesome. So, what does your daily schedule look like? I know that's sometimes flexible, I'm sure, but what does that look like on a daily basis?
Well, so my schedule, or our schedules at Kids Place, I'd rather talk about that. My schedule's kind of crazy, and it doesn't make sense. I may be at a coffee, and then I may be at a lunch meeting, and then I may be at a training. Like yesterday, we had a board training at Murray Hills Church, which was fabulous, by the way. But anyway, so my day is a little bit unpredictable, and I want to be wherever somebody needs me to be. Obviously, I'm available to the staff at all times. I've got that phone right there with me. But I am in the office a lot. And currently, with the 4 locations, I'm traveling a little more.
Yes.
We have staff that are designated just for Maury County, so I want to share my time between the 2 permanent locations and be available.
Right. And I think as an executive director, I'm sure it's a lot better to walk into the facility and see what's going on.
Yes.
And make sure everything's up and running as it should be.
And be available to whatever the need may be. Something that people ask me all the time: how do y'all do this? What do you do for your staff? How do you take care of them? Being available is a big part of that, because just bouncing situations off and having a sounding board is very important, and being available to do that. So it is very important to me to be available and make sure that if they have a need, that need is met. Yesterday, I had an advocate say, we've got to have a bed frame and we've got to have this, for this family. They are in great need. Or recently she said, I went and bought groceries. I hope that's okay. They needed groceries. And so there are needs that have to be met on a daily basis. And we're so excited to be able to do it.
That's awesome.
Because of our community.
Yes.
The generous support of our community.
Exactly. And, actually talking about the community, how can the community get involved?
So we have a wish list. We have a new website. Please go check that out. It's kpcac.org. If you go there, you can find the wish list. It's detailed. All of the items on there are very needed. So we have a food pantry and a hygiene closet. We give away lots of gas cards. We have families who drive from Colioca over to Maury County. We have families who currently, until we get in our new home, are having to drive from Wayne County, Clifton area, all the way to Lawrence County. And that's tough. And I had a mom last week that we gave a lot of things to. She said, I don't get paid when I take off to come and bring my child to counseling. And I said, well, I can help you. There are things we can do to help supplement that income by providing the food and the hygiene and the gas card. So it's just, and because of the community, the community is, I tell people all the time, Dave, I love all the communities we serve, but this community is the most generous, loving,
for sure,
supportive community.
No question about that. I completely agree. So what would you tell someone interested into going into social work? What would you tell somebody?
Do it. Do it.
There you go. That's pretty simple and straightforward.
Yes, it's a wonderful, social work is a wonderful program. It is limitless. There are so many avenues you can take. I highly encourage it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what events do you do year round? I know the Derby's tomorrow.
Yes, the Derby is tomorrow.
And so what other events year round are we looking at?
We have in April, that's
Mhm.
Child Abuse Awareness
It's a
Month.
big month.
You helped us this past year, big.
Just a
So
little bit.
thanks, Dave. Kudos to Dave. He worked hard and helped us a lot. So pinwheels. I'm sure a lot of your followers have seen the pinwheel. So
Yes.
that is the national symbol for child abuse awareness and prevention. And what it stands for, the pinwheel represents healthy, happy childhoods for all children.
Wow.
That's what that means, is that when you put those in the ground, you're saying this is what we believe, that all
awesome.
children deserve healthy, happy childhoods. And obviously at Kids Place, that's our mission, and that's what we believe.
Right. Let's see here. I know you can't provide every detail of your job, but what would you say is or has been one of the most impactful situations in your career?
Oh, wow. Yeah, there are several things, actually. The thing that really is bothersome to me, in maybe a negative way, which we try not to focus on those, is when a child is very young and they have to go in the courtroom and they have to sit on that stand in a room full of very smart professional people dressed up, and maybe they are impoverished and they don't have the resources and they feel very insecure. They're very scared, and they have to look at the person in the room who has done these horrible things to them. That impacts me in a very negative way, and it just seems one day it won't be this way, Dave. I believe that one day children will not have to do this. There will be advocates and people who work very hard to change laws. It's very difficult to change a law once it's in place. And the laws that we have worked hard to accomplish for good, if you begin to open those doors, it can go negative for you. So you've got to have everything intact and be very mindful of what you're doing when you're working with statutory issues around children. So, and I know that's a lot, and that is very heavy, but in a positive way, I have been doing my job for a very long time. And you're
very good at it, let me add.
Oh my goodness.
You're
well,
excellent.
I learn every day. I learn every day.
As you should.
Yes.
As you
well,
should.
It's, I don't think you ever, you just learn something every day to try to do different or better. But I have seen the kids that we serve successful. They have their own children. They have their own families. And that gives me the energy and the power and what I need to say, hey, it really does work. Because there are people who believe that once something like this happens to a child, they're broken, they're damaged, it's they're never going to be normal. Well, that's not real. That's not true. No. There are people walking around this world who've not had any treatment, who have been through horrific things. People are resilient. But a little bit of support and help really makes a big difference. And so that is a positive. That really impacts me.
Well, to keep that positive note going, tomorrow is the Derby.
Yes.
I know you have been looking forward to this day for a while. It's always such an amazing time of year that everybody looks forward to. So tell us about what's going to happen tomorrow. Kind of give us maybe an event schedule, maybe.
Oh my goodness. Well, I wish I had that before me. I'm sorry. I should have had that.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I tell you what you can do is you can follow the Facebook page, the Derby page. It's Bending Cars and Mending Hearts on Facebook. So go find that, like that. Follow that if you're interested in the Derby, because it's all there. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a big event. And I'm not just talking hype here. I got a message recently today that said there were like 10 jump and run cars coming together. And they're just so excited. I've never seen a jump and run, so I can't wait to see the jump and run. That's a big deal, obviously. They're giving away a lot of money to winners this year. I don't know how many bikes they're giving away to kids and scooters. It's a lot of bikes and scooters. So Toy Story characters are coming, Jessie, Woody, and Buzz Lightyear. We have bounce houses for the kids. There are 10 food vendors this year. We have 10 food vendors. So come out and get your Chili Willy or your Nutty Bar. I probably shouldn't have started naming them because I can't name everybody.
Hey, I think the Copper Kettle's coming too, right?
Copper Kettle.
That bubble tea is just so good.
Heine's Barbecue will be there. Grub on Hubs.
Oh, man.
Like I said, I shouldn't have started because I can't get everybody.
Well, we'll try to make a list and throw it on the screen because we have to name all of them now that we started naming
we do. We do. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. But I wanted to mention, too, I left out one of our events that's big. So in Maury County, if you like to get dressed up and you like to have a good dinner and hear something very positive, come out to our gala. That is also in the spring. That's at Puckett's Grocery in Columbia, upstairs at their venue. It is an amazing night. We have the best time. We get all dressed up and we get to see our friends and hang out and have a good dinner, all for a great cause. So if you want to be involved, watch our Facebook too and keep up with that. I forgot that. I got all excited about pinwheels.
There you go. And the Derby, right?
Listen, you don't want to miss the Derby. Come to the Derby.
How much are tickets?
Tickets are, again, Dave, we're going to have to put that on there.
We'll throw it up on the screen when we figure it out.
So just so everybody knows, Joe Chapman, this is his Derby. We just get to be a part of it. It's for us, and we're so excited. But I think it's, I don't know. I can't tell you how much it is to get in. We will make sure you know that.
Yes, that is awesome. And I look forward to it tomorrow. And just before this show, the Dave Ray Show is officially announcing that it's officially partnering with Kids Place. And we're so happy to be part of their organization. Going forward, we're happy to help. Hopefully, we're going to have some type of food drive in the future, so be on the lookout for that. And we're so proud to be partnering with you.
Thanks, Dave.
Anything you want to add?
Just thank you so much because we can reach people here that would never know who we are. If you have questions, if you're concerned about a child, please do not hesitate to give us a call. I'm going to give you the number. It's 931-766-2213. Don't worry about a child and not call us or call someone. Call local law enforcement. Call your DCS workers. That 1-800 number is 1-888. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to get that wrong too. We'll make sure you have it.
Yes, we'll throw that up on the screen too.
And I know it like the back of my hand. Oh my goodness. But anyway, we want to make sure we get that right.
Yes. Well,
877-237-0004. That's it.
Awesome. There we go. We got it. Oh, great. Well, Brandi, it was so great to have you on the show. And after this Derby, I want to hear all about it. We'll definitely have to have you back on the show soon.
It's going to be huge.
Hey, and maybe we can get a virtual tour of Kids Place one day.
Yes.
That sounds great. We'll tune in and talk to you a little bit more and see what we can come up with.
I love it. Thanks, Dave.
Tune in next Friday on the Dave Ray Show, Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify.